Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So you guys, I am going to be doing a very different video. I hope you guys have been enjoying the start to a year. I hope everybody has been doing well. But this video is going to be a little bit different, and I've never done a video like this before, so I don't know how this is going to work with you guys, but I really do think this is something we need to talk about. I really do think as females this is something we need to approach. So you guys, I know this is very taboo, especially when it comes to, you know, women, the kind of place we live in or whatever. But I am going to talk about something that I think every woman out there, young or old, should know. I'm going to talk about the cookie, and I'm going to call her Valerie. No, I have a friend named Valerie, she'll kill me. I am going to call it Eunice. I need to find the worst name for it. But anyway, we're going to be talking about the 10 tips and tricks that you need to know when it comes to feminine hygiene. I know that this video has been done in the past, but I just decided to do a video especially for younger women, because I think that with us we're a lot more active. There's things we're doing, we're going out in weekends, you know, we're having recreational things. So I think it is something you need to know, especially if you live a very active lifestyle like me. So this is going to be a very awkward video, but I think it's something that I've been dying to do, so I'm just going to do it for you guys. I have summed it down to 10 things that you need to know in order to keep down there, you know, very nice and easy and wavy and smelling like roses, even though it hardly ever smells like roses. But I'm just going to give you guys what you need to know so that you always on the go, you're ready, you're good. Now, disclaimer, something you guys need to know. Vaginas are not meant to smell like roses, daisies, pineapples, tulips, lilies. I know that at some point I also thought that, but they're not supposed to smell like that, and you should not ever have to worry about that they should smell like that. Vaginas have their own unique smell, and obviously because we're all different and we consume different things, everybody has their own unique smell that you need to know. And don't ever be worried about the fact that your vagina smells like a vagina, because that's what vaginas are supposed to smell like. Vaginas. You should be worried, however, if there is a smell that's not normal or it's a bit pungent, but don't be worried if there's that little, you know, smell, because that's just your odor, that's just your natural odor. I did want to let that disclaimer out. So if you guys want to know what are the 10 tips and tricks, then please keep watching. So first things first, what I am going to be talking about is definitely, I know a lot of women go through ingrowns, and I am lucky enough to say that I have never actually experienced ingrowns that much, because from a young age I started waxing. Not extremely young, like first year varsity, I started going into waxing, but I did realize that when I used to shave, especially back in high school, I would get a lot of ingrowns, guys. So my first tip will be to say, you know what guys, try waxing, because basically what shaving does is you're shaving off the top of the hair follicle, but now what's underneath is what causes the ingrowns, because now you shaved off the top part and you've left the root of the hair underneath. So a lot of the time when you do shave, you're going to get a lot of ingrowns. But also another reason that you'll get ingrowns is if you're wearing tight clothing, so now the hair is trying to grow out, but it's not. I've never liked hair, and I'm lucky enough to say that I don't a lot of hair doesn't grow on my skin. I hardly ever shave my arms. I've just been lucky enough not to be someone with a lot of hair. The sad part is that even on my head I don't have a lot of hair. So for people who do have a lot of hair, please try waxing. Another tip that I would like to give you, especially when it comes to down there and smell, is that try not to be in wet clothing for too long, because when you are in wet clothing for too long, it does kind of create a smell, especially with you know, as women we have things like discharge and stuff down there. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but remember when you used to do swimming and you'd leave your towel in your bag, and then the next day when you open there was this funny smell from the towel? That's kind of sort of what happens with vaginas. You just need to try by all means to make sure that down there is nice and dry, because obviously as women we release things in our cookies, and obviously that being mixed with wetness and water can actually cause a very unpleasant smell. And for me, I'm very self-aware, or like very insecure about smelling, whether it's armpits, whether it's down there. So I would definitely, the suggestion for me would be, if you are someone who gets wet down there often and you don't do things like swimming, you definitely need this as your best friend. Now this is the Kotex 100 Panty Liners. I really do think you should invest in these. These are Kotex designer and panty liners, and what I like is that they're extremely thin, so they can sit in your bag and you don't even feel it when it's on your underwear. I hate those thick panty liners that almost sort of feel like mini pads, so it's a no. I definitely would recommend those ones. So yeah guys, you definitely need to get into the habit of getting panty liners. Great, especially if you just wanna yes. Another thing guys, when it comes to smells and everything down there, you need to wear cotton undies. Ironic, because I will always opt for lace. I don't know why, but I always just want to feel sexy on the outside and the inside, so I always opt for lace underwear. But guys, cotton is your best friend. Like, it's your best friend. Get cotton underwear. Don't try wear like your silky or anything that's just gonna trap smells and stuff a lot, because you know your little silk underwears and your cute underwears and the ones that barely have anything on them except, you know, just a little bit of material. Those are the ones that are going to give you the most problems, especially down there. So once you get wet down there, it's more room for bacteria and yeast infections and, you know, things that are just going to cause that imbalance in your pH level. So you want to make sure down there it's nice, it's sanitary, hygienic. So if you are someone that likes wearing a lot of lacy underwear, I really do go back to the whole, you know, panty liner vibe. Definitely jump on that, you'll feel a lot better. But also cotton underwear is definitely key, ladies. Like, you want to make sure cotton underwear, that's your everyday thing. And then weekends when you're feeling spicy, and that's not my business. So anyway guys, another rule I would recommend, I think you really should try, is to try sleeping with no underwear. I know you guys have heard this, I know that they've said it, and I know it's awkward. It's even still awkward for me till this day, but I think it's something when you sleep alone, really do try to get into the habit of doing it, because I know with me as well, I used to struggle with it, but I do realize the difference that it makes, because down there needs to be air, guys, and if you're always trapping it with underwear and stuff, it's a problem. It's a problem. Like, it's gonna continue smelling, it's gonna continue letting out substances, and then it's not gonna breathe. So sometimes what happens is, when you wear underwear consistently, you're trapping like all the stuff that's been going on all day. Unless you're someone who like changes their underwear frequently or baths like 5 times a day, then maybe you're good. But if you're like the average twice a day person like the rest of us, or that day you forgot to bath or something, whatever, I don't even know, I didn't want to ask. Just take off the underwear and sleep. Just take it off. Take it all off. So I really think you should just maybe try it, maybe 3 times in a week. Try sleeping with no underwear on. Get a feel for it. Wear like a top, wear, you know, a large top or a night dress. Just don't wear underwear. Don't wear it. Another thing that I would definitely recommend when it comes to your vaginas that I've noticed, I know people don't really like tampons, and especially when you're much younger, you're still on that whole pad back. But once you do get older, I really would suggest you trying tampons. I think pads, what they do is, and if you wear them too long, they trap the smell. So now when it's that time of the month and you're going through all that and your vagina is just basically cleaning itself out, what pads can do is basically trap all that stuff, and it can actually cause a smell down there. Not necessarily anything on, you know, STI side or whatever, but if you wear pads, it's something you need to change frequently. But the nice thing with tampons is that normally the normal amount of time is the same with pads. I'd like to think it's about a 4-hour wearing time. I hardly ever wear pads. so I really do wear tampons a lot, and I would suggest tampons to people who are insecure about the smell down there. So another thing that I've actually read up on, so that I can make sure that I give you guys the accurate information, is that apparently probiotics are really, really good for you. They don't necessarily clear anything like your STIs, but they just kind of sort of keep you in balance down there, and they just kind of sort of manage the smell and everything like that. I wouldn't know, I don't take probiotic capsules, but it's been something I've been looking into. But obviously you would need to make sure that probiotics, you know, if you are someone who's on the pill, making sure that, you know, everything works well together. So it's been something I've been researching and I've been wanting to try, but I've heard good things about taking probiotics. I would say please consult with your doctor, because I honestly can't be giving you such information without, you know, having actual facts or having it being something that I've done and I can vouch for. But I've heard good things about it. I do think you should consult your doctor about it. I do think you should consider taking probiotics if you are someone who struggles with down there in terms of smell, in terms of discharge, and so forth. Okay guys, another thing that I really want to recommend is using feminine intimate wipes. Now Gynagod, I know this is what I use all the time. Now guys, when I wash down there, this is actually what I use all the time. Now this is the Gynagod intimate wash. It's something that you can use every day for itch and odor control. So I know most ladies probably use this, and there's also another one called Hygiene, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it's Hygiene. So I think Hygiene is a little cheaper, if not a little bit more expensive. But anyway, if you go to your regular Discam, your regular Clicks, you will find this and you can use it every day. But they also have intimate wipes. Now intimate wipes are great because you get to keep them in your bag, and if you're going out with your friends and stuff and then you're going to the bathroom and there's no toilet paper, you can use your intimate wipe. I can't stress how important intimate wipes are, especially when you're out there and it's hot and down there it gets sweaty and whatever. Intimate wipes are your friend. I'll repeat it again. Intimate wipes are your friend. Gynagod has intimate wipes. I'm sure Clicks, Discam, they also have their own brand of intimate wipes. Just make sure you don't use the intimate wipes on the inside. Just use them on the outside of your vagina, because some of them can be scented, and what happens is it can actually give you a bit of an infection, or it can actually make down there very uncomfortable, especially if you do have a sensitive cookie. So yeah guys, you really should invest in intimate wipes. I really would recommend those. Keep them in your bag, because when you go out a lot, those are great, especially in moments where you go somewhere and there's no toilet paper. So guys, another thing is that you kind of are what you eat, and your body kind of lets out what you eat. So if you eat badly, it's going to reflect down there. So a lot of the time you're always told to drink water, you're always told to try eat healthy. I mean, every now and then in the weekends you're gonna go out with your friends and you're gonna, you know, have a draw or whatever. But during the week, try your best to eat healthy and so forth. I know girls have been obsessed with their cookies smelling like pineapples. You know what? Rick Ross. I blame Rick Ross for that Diced Pineapple song, you know what? I don't know. But anyway, I've heard that if you eat pineapples, I don't know if it's a couple of hours before or whenever, but if you eat pineapples often enough, it's going to start to reflect down there. I don't know how true this is, because I've eaten pineapples and you know what, it still looks the same, it still smells the same, like nothing has changed. But apparently if you do eat sweeter fruits and so forth, there was one crazy thing that I saw online about, you know, mixing pineapples and Greek yogurt and then just mushing it all together and then putting it, like, you know, in a little inserter or whatever, and just doing it up there. And it's safe to say that you guys should never do that. Okay guys, another thing that can actually affect you down there is the pill, if you are on the pill. Sometimes what the pill does is that your body lets out natural estrogen and it keeps down there moist and stuff, and if you start taking the pill, what the pill does is kind of regulates everything, but now it can dry you out. This has in actual fact happened to me, where I felt like the pill has dried me out before. So I really think that you need to consult your doctor, especially before going on the pill, to find out what's the right pill for you and and the pill that obviously won't mess with your pH balance or anything like that, or like your lady parts or your lady organisms. I'm not going to go too much into that, but I just thought that it's something I should mention, that the pill sometimes can actually play a part in drying you out down there. So you can consult your doctor about that, your GP, but I'm not going to go into it because I don't know much about it anyway. Yeah, and lastly guys, I just want to say that vaginas are vaginas, and they're going to smell the way they're going to smell. And I think a lot of the time guys put so much pressure on women so that women's vaginas just smell like flowers and smell like bumblebees and smell like ladybugs, and that's not what it is. I think whether you're young or you're older, this will always be an insecurity of women where you feel like, you know, something needs to smell correctly, or the smell that you have is not right. And honestly, it's very natural. There's nothing wrong with it. You're gonna smell the way you're gonna smell. You're gonna have a unique odor. But in order to manage that and mitigate that, try drink a lot of water. Try go on a more healthier eating routine. Try the whole probiotics, and just basically just look after the inside of yourself. And I think everything else will just reflect. Because I mean, sometimes when you don't drink water and stuff, your urine kind of shows for it, and you know, sometimes your discharge will also kind of show. So I've noticed that, you know, just drinking water and stuff makes things better, even though I don't drink enough water. But if you are someone who, like me, who just hates the taste of water sometimes, there are ways to mitigate that, and there are ways to make sure you stay hydrated. So yes ladies, I hope these tips and tricks can help you guys. I know there aren't anything out of the blue, because if I gave you some out of the blue things, I know I'll be getting comments down in the video saying, but Naledi, you can't endorse something that you don't know if it'll work on other people. So I'm not going to do that, but I will give you guys these tips and tricks that I know have worked on me personally, and I can endorse these and stand behind them firmly. So ladies, no need to be afraid of the cookie man. Just let it smell the way it needs to smell. It smells like Humpty Dumpty. It smells like it's okay. It's really, really okay, ladies. So thank you so much guys for watching the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I hope I see you guys in the next video. Did I just say I hope I see you guys in the next video? Like you guys are gonna be in the video? Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and please don't forget to let me know down below what more videos you would like to see, because I would like to do more talk throughs with you guys. I would like to give you guys more tips and tricks that I use in my daily life. And if you guys want to see a review of this Bobbi Brown foundation, because I did do a video, definitely let me know. Who is calling me? So guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you soon.